I'm on the corner of 9th Avenue and Heatherbray. This is one of my favorite little neighborhoods. It's old. In fact, there's actually a sign that says Historic District. Goodyear? Goodyear, I don't know. There's a coffee shop just a block down the road we're gonna go to and grab a coffee. It's Copper Star, which is an old gas station. I've been to it numerous times, vlogged this street numerous times. In fact, one of my favorite day in the life vlogs I made, we went to this coffee shop, parked right here on this corner here and walked down to it. One of the reasons why I love this neighborhood so much is just, again, how old it is, right? The growth, the trees, the size of the yards that everybody had with just plants, and everyone kind of had a garden, you know? Back when gardens were a thing, yards were gardens. Whether you planted fruits and vegetables or not, you just had a garden which was full of plants and flowers and shrubs. This house on the corner is one of my favorites. You can see they have a big patio they have blocked off. But then even like across the street here, giant tree, bunch of, I'm not sure what those are. They're like birds of paradise. They could be birds, some kind of species of birds of paradise. There's a plumeria in a pot there. I just love it. I love the overgrowth. And you got a combination of yards with fences and yards without. But the yards are so big that they actually like irrigate them, right? Not sprinklers, they irrigate them. Flood them with water, you know, once a month or something. Look at this. That's someone's front yard. They got a huge tree. It's so shady that the grass is dead underneath. In fact, it's not even grass anymore growing underneath. It's like some kind of weed that can survive with no light. And you got this like cattail, cat claw, I forget what it's called, growing up on the palm trees. Up on the trees, look at that. Just, it's spreading across the tree branches and growing along the trees. I love it. Absolutely love it. Just the overgrowth. And what's really crazy is that this is Phoenix. 110, 115 degrees, 118 degrees, and this survives. Still green, right? We're still in the hundreds, just coming out of the hundreds. Look how green this is, how lush this is. This whole neighborhood, all the way down the street, it's all green. No particular reason, I just felt like sharing this with you. Because every time I come down here to get a coffee, I have the same feeling, the same moment where I'm just like, I have a meeting with a customer at the airport. Decided to come down here and grab a coffee before I head in. I always struggle when I order a coffee because I want hot. I prefer hot coffees. They always taste better, especially lattes. But it's hot, and so then I can't drink it. I have to let it sit. I have to sit here and smell it for 10 minutes. Waymo! So watching a couple of Isaac's vlogs. He has become quite the vlogger. Out of all the channels that I recently found over the last 6 months or so, he's been the most consistent. I think he's been daily. Like, I don't think he's missed a day. If he has, I'm behind. But he is just really put a lot of time and effort and thought and creativity into his vlogs. He's embracing the day in the life. Whether it's when he's on shift as a firefighter or his days off or traveling with his fiance and their kids. I watched a couple today. One was a travel vlog. It was shorter. The first couple of minutes was the traveling, and the rest of it was kind of talking in the hotel room after the fact. But really well thought out, setting the camera down. You know, a lot of setup where he's putting the camera and then walking back and then walking back to, you know, then having to walk back a third. Like, if you think about it, he's doing it 4 times, right? He walks, sets the camera down, then he walks back here, then he walks towards the camera, and then in some instances he turns the camera around and then walks away from the camera and then has to walk back and get the camera. And then there was a day in the life as a content creator. He was kind of proving like what it takes to be a content creator, both for video and for photography. And him and his fiance were out in Old Town, New Mexico, which is fantastic, by the way. Absolutely love that place. Never been there, but I want to visit. It reminds me of Old Town San Diego. And just amazing shots. Like, he was so creative with his shots, and just, it reminded me of, like, you gotta get out of your comfort zone and set the camera up in public if you really want to get those shots. And it's hard. I mean, I openly admit, in some situations, it's like too close, too many people. It's like, you know? Yeah, get those decorations out, man. Spooky season's here. October 1st, tomorrow. When you got a yard like that, you kind of have to do something with it, right? Got the whole family out. I love it. Open sesame. Going up. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Oh yeah, dark chocolate, got a little bitter. I like it. I like it. Just need a little bigger hole. There we go. Very chuggable. I wish my car dashboard was better for content creation. There's not a good place to put my phone. The camera literally is like this. I don't know how that's showing. I'm gonna do like this. Yeah, the camera's like this, but because the Pocket 3 is on a gimbal, it's nice and flat for you. So, you know, you're welcome. But the camera's literally like at a, I don't know, 30-degree angle. Got the tripod base. I'm just gonna take a couple big gulps of this and head on in for my meeting. And I already grabbed all my stuff, so I'm just gonna go home from here. So let's go. That 8x zoom though, looking crispy. I love this iPhone, dude. Like, I know I waited too long. 3 years was too long. I think I need to get back to like every other year, upgrade every other year, just because the stuff this phone's camera can do. I love it.
Ticketing and checking.
I was just walking alongside this chick that had a Linkin Park shirt on, tour shirt. I was like, "You go to that concert?" She goes, "Yep." And I said, "Here locally?" She goes, "Yep." I go, "It was so good." She goes, "It was so good." She goes, "Have you ever seen him before?" I said, "It's my first time. I never got the chance to see Chester play live, but oh my God, I'm a huge Mike Shinoda fan, huge Linkin Park fan, and I really, really dig the new singer." So I said it was such a great concert. told me a little story about how the first time that she saw Lincoln Park was with her now husband when they first started dating. It was like the first concert she'd ever been to. Always fun trying to remember where you park. Pretty sure I'm over here on the left. And yep, there we go. Gym day. It's chest, back and shoulders. Chest, tries and shoulders. Chest, shoulders, and tries. Anyway, it's week 5, which means it's the deload week. Easier than last week. Last week was the peak, high, load. You know, this is the deload. So easier workout, and we're making good time. Just now 2:30. I'm feeling it. Pushing, just going. Minimal breaks. You know, I was talking about Isaac this morning and how he's been uploading pretty consistently, damn near daily. If he's not daily, he's damn near daily. And it made me realize, like, there's a lot of other vloggers that haven't been uploading. And granted, you know, I go through my little spurts where, like, I binge watch my subscription feed, you know, and I'll blast through like 10 vlogs in one session. And so I definitely don't, you know, keep up with everybody, but I try. I go through my subscription feed and I go to the oldest video that I've seen and I try to like catch up and at least watch at least one video from each channel, you know, that especially the ones that upload frequently. But I was just kind of shocked when I actually went through my subscription box and went through the channels and noticed how many of like the new vloggers that I recently found haven't been uploading. And I don't want to call anybody out, but like channels that haven't uploaded in 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, multiple channels that haven't uploaded in 2 months, which is just kind of shocking. Like at some point, like I found these channels and they were all pretty, like uploading pretty frequently, pretty consistently. And all of a sudden for a bunch of them to just not upload for weeks and months, I'm like, did I miss something? Did something... Was there something that happened or said that all these channels said, hey, we're all going to stop vlogging at the same time? Did they all move to another platform? I don't know. It's kind of strange. So if you're one of the homies, one of the vlogger homies, check in. Leave a comment down below. Just let me know you're doing okay. What's going on? Again, I could say a bunch of names, but I also don't want to call anybody out. Like, you know, there's no schedules. There's nothing that says you have to put up a video every week or every day or every month. Like, you know, this is all just fun and games. But I'm curious. Hope you're doing well. 6 p.m., Tiffany's home. White boy tacos for the win. Or should I call them white girl tacos since they're her tacos? Honestly, I'm not complaining because they remind me of Taco Bell, which reminds me of my childhood. So I'm happy. One of these days I just need to like grab some carne asada, grab some marinade, throw it in a bag the night before, tell her I'm starting the grill at 5 p.m. Dinner is served sharp at 5:30. And I'll make dinner. You ever prefer grilled meats? Even when we go out to eat, you always get like stewed meats.
This is easier.
Is that the reason?
I can whip this out in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. But I also feel like that's just the case with anything. The best things take more time.
I'd be like, I'm okay with just simple graham crackers.
Yep. I'll use the cheese plate.
Okay.
So during my live stream on Twitch, someone made a comment that I must have them muted or blocked because I haven't been responding to their comments. And I was like, I haven't seen any of your comments. And I went to YouTube and started kind of scrolling through my comments, and I just removed the filters, right? Moved all the filters out. And sure enough, I saw their comments from the last 3 days. And someone else had made a comment, they made they replied to me on X saying that my comments haven't been showing up. I haven't been seeing them. And I said, that's weird. I haven't done anything, didn't make any changes. Long story short, I have been missing comments for like 10, 12 days. They're just not showing up for me to reply to and respond to. So tonight, at some point, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna turn off all the filters. I'm just gonna scroll for like days until I get to a point where it's like, okay, I've responded to all of these. It must be from this point forward. But yeah, I know YouTube made some changes to the comments a couple weeks ago. It must have jacked something up with the filters, because by default, I have newest comments sorted, and I only see comments that I haven't responded to, right? So I either haven't liked them, I haven't replied to them, and that way when I log in every day, I only see comments that I haven't responded to yet. Evidently, that's not working right now. Look at all those fresh veggies. Lettuce, tomato, green onions. Freshly grated cheese, little Colby Jack action. Tiffany was just saying how she loves these little guac cups because they stay fresh. We use that tonight, and we have fresh guac for whenever next time we need them. And we use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Protein. I know it sounds weird, Greek yogurt on Mexican food and whatnot, but I'm telling you, when you eat it like sour cream, when you put it on top of something, you mix it into something, you can't tell the difference. And like I said, it's better for you. It's healthier for you than sour cream. Try it. Quarter pound?
Roughly. It's a rough estimate.
Fill them up. Well, evening just flies by. Sierra got home from school and caught up with her on her day, how things are going. She got a new friend, and she's been hanging out with her between classes because they have the same days worth of classes, and her roommate and their friends. So she's making new friends, which has been honestly the one part of Sierra's transition that's been difficult, because she transferred to ASU basically by herself. She doesn't really know anyone that's attending, that she's friends with. I think she says she knows people that are going to ASU, but it's like ASU is such a big campus and different days, different times. Like, she just doesn't really know anyone, and so she's it's been a month, and she's finally starting to make some friends. And I think that's the one thing that Bryce has the advantage of, is that he went up there and he's living up there. So he made friends day one, like literally neighbors in his dorm rooms. They're all friends. They just all hang out together. Plus his friends from high school that went up there with him. So, he instantly had friends and then immediately made friends. Whereas, Sierra not living on campus has been kind of a hindrance for that. And even just not living in Tempe. If she lived in Tempe, at least she would be able to go back and forth to campus pretty easily. But as it stands now, with a 45-minute to an hour-long drive each way, kind of makes it difficult. So happy to hear that she is making friends and enjoying ASU so far. I hope you had a fantastic day. I did. It was great. Tiffany asked me at one point too, "How's your day going?" I said, "Great." And she's like, I never know what, like, if you're being sarcastic when it's just a text message, right? And it's just great. And I said, no, actually at that moment, when you asked me, I was doing great. And I said the same thing on stream today. Someone asked me how I'm doing. I said, right now, this exact moment, I'm doing great. Having a great day. But, as I say on the vlog quite often, my mood and my demeanor and everything is a pendulum, right? So I was low last week, and now I'm swinging on the high end this week, and it might take me 2 weeks to reach my peak, and then I'll slowly come back down. I don't know. I never know. But right now we're doing great. We're 2 days down, 3 to go, and we just keep on trucking. The weather is going to be amazing coming up. I was looking at the forecast. We're going to be in the 80s next week. The lows are going to be in the 60s, like fire pit maybe soon, hopefully. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And I can't remember if I mentioned this on the vlog or if I mentioned on stream. So if I'm repeating myself, I'll edit it out. But if you're seeing this, I didn't. I found this new account on X today. It's this lady. I want to say she's got to be like in London or somewhere over in Europe. I don't know exactly where, but all she posts 4 photos a day, and all she says, I walked X amount of miles, and I ate or cooked. I forget which one it is. It's ate or cooked, but so it's 4 photos. 3 photos are on her walk, and the last photo is whatever she ate that day. And it's simple, and it's just I walked 6 miles today and ate, chicken cordon bleu. Like that, like that's it. And she just posts this, and someone reposted one of her posts saying this is what Instagram used to be before we got lost in the reels and the ads and all the bullshit of the algorithm. It's like just people posting photos from their day. And I was like, first of all, yes, I agree. Like, this is awesome. Second, I love the simplicity of this lady. I followed her on X. I even went and followed her on Instagram, and I just gave her props. I was like, I love your account. Someone just posted shared your post, and I love this. I'm following you. And it gave me this like sense of like, yes, like part of what I love about vlogging and just capturing my day and sharing moments of my day. I don't always do the best job of like conveying the story and conveying a narrative, but just capturing moments. Literally taking my phone and pointing it at whatever it is I'm looking at for 5 to 10 seconds. Like, that's just what I love to do. And share it with the world. Whoever ends up watching it or seeing it, it's like it's out there. I'm just putting it out there. Much like an artist paints something and just puts it on a wall, right? Or a musician writes a song and then sends out a bunch of tapes and CDs or whatever back in the day, right? Or throws it up online and hopes somebody listens to it. Post-college days when I was trying to make movies. And I was telling somebody about the power of YouTube and the power of online video. Coming from a world of tapes and CDs and DVDs, when we made our movies, we would make a bunch of DVDs and then we would mail them out. Or and we did this one time, we went to LA and we went down through to studios and just handed them the DVDs. Like, we went to the front desk and asked us to talk to somebody, and we did talk to some people, but for the most part, we just gave them the DVD. And then you're just hoping that somebody grabs it and puts it in their DVD player and hits play. That's all we were hoping for, but there was never a confirmation that anyone ever did. I have no idea if anyone ever saw my movies that I made. But when you put something on YouTube or on X or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, if somebody watched it. You see that view and you just assume like, oh, somebody watched my video, someone watched my content. And there's a sense of satisfaction, accomplishment that you created something and someone consumed it. Much like a chef who cooks something, puts their heart and soul into this dish, and then sends it out to the restaurant, knowing that someone is going to eat that and hopefully enjoy it. I don't know. Just something I thought about after seeing that woman's account and just the simplicity of it and her just literally showing, her moments of her life on a daily basis. It's inspiring.